integrate or include.
The School of Psychology at Makerere University has released a report of research study conducted between August and September 2020 to establish the effects of COVID-19 on school-going children and the youth. The researchers sampled 418 pre-primary school-going children between the age of 11 to 15 in selected districts of Busoga and 298 youth aged between 18 to 30 years from urban centers in Kampala and Wachiso districts. According to the tales of the children in Busoga region, they have experienced high levels of violence, sexual violence, among others, which the researchers say will affect the children in the long run.
Are telling their children to get money from sugar daddies. And then one is saying, our parents are not going to work. Children are smoking, our parents have no money. We are not moving from one place to another. And in terms of classes, they were telling us studying when they are lonely was such hard.
If these children are not helped in time, we are likely, much more likely to have a generation to come that will only be an exhibit of trauma.
Social distancing is key in the prevention of the spread of COVID-19. However, the youth consider it a barrier to the enjoyment of their day-to-day lives. In fact, most of them believed that COVID-19 was not as deadly as it was portrayed by the authorities, and they therefore did not follow the prevention guidelines.
Because for them, they interpret them as what? Barriers rather than benefits. So you need to sit with them to discuss, hear them out, and advise them. You exchange ideas until when they understand that actually this is a benefit.
According to the researchers, the missing link was on how the government handled the virus when it had just been reported in Uganda in March 2020.
If you want to transform people's behavior, engage them, involve them, find out what their opinions are, find out what their challenges are.
The Makerere researchers advised the government to reopen schools for all classes and not just candidates.
So opening or not opening schools does not make a significant difference, but better schools are opened because they can provide a controlled environment through which these young people can be helped, they can be managed, because evidence shows that in their communities, managing these children is becoming so difficult for their guardians, because the guardians are also confused over the same COVID situations.
Meanwhile, the opposition Forum for Democratic Change Party also advised government to reopen the schools as soon as possible.
When you ask them when they are going to reopen schools, they tell you 3 months, we are going to discuss. Nobody takes it serious. Maybe because some of their children can access the internet, they can start using the e-learning, but majority of Ugandans cannot afford.
Last week, the National Council for Higher Education ordered higher institutions of learning to remain closed for at least 3 more months and only conduct classes online. Government has not yet pronounced itself on reopening non-candidate classes in primary and secondary schools. Olivia Komgisha, NTV News.